Notable news. This one interested me because I think I might consider it for my burial. Well, I'm always thinking about my burial. It dissolves your body in a bag.
Ew.
No, I know. Traditional burials cost a lot of money, and many places are starting to run out of grave sites. Here's a little known fact about myself.
Yeah.
I have 5 grave sites that are unused.
Are you serious?
Yeah, right next door.
Oh, shit. And they belong to you?
Yeah, I own them.
All right.
But I think each site could have a ton of people in it if you're not a body in a casket and a vault.
That's accurate.
So, cremation is cheap, and burning a body can emit as much air pollution as driving 500 miles, yo.
What?
There are alternative solutions like fungus-powered coffins.
Whoa.
And human composting, which we have talked about on this podcast. But there is a new method, water cremation. The name cremation is misleading because there's no fire involved. Instead, the method wraps the body in a bag and dissolves the fleshy parts with a combination of chemicals, high heat, and pressure.
Huh.
It's kind of like throwing a body in lye in a pit in your backyard.
Okay.
The method is used already in various places, including several U.S. states. But now the residents of the U.K. are also about to get a chance to lay their dearly departed in a watery grave. So you're basically boiled in a bag. Okay?
Ew. But are you in like a vat of water? Like what's happening? I imagined it as like you're at sea, but you're not.
No, the funeral home workers wrap your body in a typically woolen shroud.
Okay.
I don't even know why that's important.
Right.
And place it in a bio pouch made of cornstarch. The body is then loaded on a metal platform and inserted into a high-pressure steel chamber. 95% of the chamber is filled with water. The other 5% of the space has potassium or sodium hydroxide, other words, lye.
Got it.
It's then time to crank up the heat. Temperature in the chamber rises to more than 300 degrees Fahrenheit, yet the water doesn't boil right away due to the high pressure. So it's sort of like when you boil beans in a pressure tank on your stove.
Okay.
Combo of water, lye, high heat, and pressure dissolves the body's tissues. Fast forward 4 hours, dude. And there's nothing left but bones, which have turned soft and brittle.
Where does the other stuff go? Into the water?
Well, no, it's still in the bag.
Ew.
It's all
It's just
encompassed.
soup?
Yeah, it's basically
Okay.
body soup. To wrap up the process, the funeral home grinds the bones into an ash-like powder, places them in an urn. The loved ones of the deceased can then keep the urn, bury it, or scatter the powder like ashes.
And it's just your bones.
But what about the water?
Oh.
It has all your others.
Juices.
The family can decide to take the water and drink it.
Shut up.
I added that.
You totally would, though.
Take the water and do with it what they wish. But if they don't claim it, it simply gets flushed down the drain. Yeah, it's just wastewater.
Whoa.
The water only contains dissolved proteins, sugars, and salts.
Whoa. I wonder if it's good for your garden.
How can it not be?
I don't know. Is salt's good for your garden? I don't know. I'm not really a green thumb.
It goes on and on and on, but I'm just saying.
What does that cost?
It doesn't say.
Oh, balls. I wonder if it's cheaper than the fiery death. How long does it take to cremate someone?
3 to 4 hours.
It's about the same. My question to you is, why is this a better option? Like, why would I choose a water cremation over a fire cremation?
I think it's because the
pollution?
carbon footprint of burning a body is there. So you're just talking about water, heat, and pressure.
Got it.
And then you can just throw that shit into a drain. Like, how big an urn was your dad's?
Well, it depends on if you're burying it in the ground. Because for some reason, if you're burying it in the ground, it has to be this very different kind of... It's like a box urn. It's
Wait,
like
where's your dad now?
He's in Massachusetts.
Buried.
In the family plot, yeah.
Okay.
My grandma is on my mom's shelf. And that's just like a big vase.
So if it's just like the soft, brittle bones that they grind up,
That could be small.
Yeah.
Real small.
Let's fucking throw it in the road. Seriously. Nobody's monitoring that.
No, no one else. No. My mom has my uncle Everett and my grandmother on her shelf. And when she goes, I'm going to have them.
Like, what do you do with it?
I don't know.
I mean, that's an unintentional consequence of cremation, which
If you don't
behind.
have a place to put those ashes.
Yeah, what are you going to do with them?
I know, they just get handed down generation to generation. Somebody finally just like, I don't know.
So why don't you just consider chucking them in your garden?
I don't know.
Nobody cares.
Well, I don't know. We have to have a conversation. Maybe I'll just mix them all together.
And make
Have
a pancake.
One big,
Have a big old fucking brunch.
It's so gross.
You know what we've told my father?
What?
Because there's nothing that man loves than mowing his lawn. And he will spend, I mean, I watched it last Saturday.
Yeah.
I watched my dad go over the same patch of fucking grass mowing. I'm not shitting you, 6 or 7 times. And what we have decided, we're going to taxidermy him, put him on the John Deere.
Yeah.
On a track around
Just
the
around
house.
and around.
And just, I mean, that's where he's most happy. I'll go out and slap some moisturizer on him. I don't even
whatever.
know. Whatever. It
I don't know.
takes.
Maybe you missed it. I don't really know.
Hard saying. But
Yeah.
we'll get some experts in there. No, that man loves to mow.
I love that.